58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 64, 64, 64.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Check. Crunch. Whip. Watch the go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun now from Murray. That is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Forced out to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run forward to Cohen. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, it's Elliott. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Toward the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Down Bears.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a dump off here complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
The 25-yard line.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Big stop, let's go. Clutch twist. Safety green. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Big dash. Go, go. Alert flare, flare. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run with Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
And the Bears 1st down.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. A final shot before half for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return will stop right around the 25. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to launch it for Washington. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And 1. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
the gun now on third down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Strip that ball. Switch. Hey, check. Check back 21. Oh, yeah. Oh, street. Here we go again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Chicago.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed. They can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Stop short of the goal
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this is under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They go play action with Hurts. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now he's forced out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. Mike, nice check. I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, check. 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Is a turnover on downs.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Today's final score, Bears 14,